Hello everybody and welcome back to Dead by Dawn Worst of the Worst tournament. Today we have two terrible teams that we have seen before. Wingboilers versus Seraphim, with Wingboilers on the killer first and already starting off great, just running into the killer's face like an absolute numpty. But I am not alone today. I am here with Citro. Citro, what are we looking for from these two teams today?
We're looking to hope that this ace, who seems to have put more effort into looking the part than playing the part, is going to actually perform at the standard. This guy's acting like he's not from ladder, but from the top rank of step stool. So let's hope he puts some more effort into it. Actually knows how to play a god palette for once. That's incredible.
Yeah,
And waits 4.5 hours to vault it. Impressive.
I mean, he's just getting bailed by the fact that Yaya has no idea how to play unknown and use his power correctly. And we have Nancy just taking a free tag and giving the killer pressure that's unwarranted for zero reason and taking a free shot.
Let's body block the unknown at the door closer to him rather than letting him walk through courtyard then blocking. Yeah, I agree. Understandable. Let's run to the breakable wall to just dodge a shot, and let's also just not hold our power for an extra second. We have a TP in the pallet. Are we going to do anything with it? We're just going to Pokos, because why not?
Yeah, I mean, Slaughter ran into the wall to give Yaya an easier shot on him, and Yaya just decided to shoot the table and miss like an absolute donkey. But it's fine. He gets his first down. I'm surprised it came in before a first gen pop, but I guess that just goes to show that Seraphim's gen prog is absolutely non-existent in this tournament.
I'm a little bit dyslexic running into the unknown as he teleports to the gen instead of just making max distance. And now going to one of the worst spots to take a hit. Just gonna force it, gets broken, but they're not gonna make it anywhere important with this. Because he can just leave if he wants to, but we'll see what if he follows. I don't think he should. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, Yaya has to probably be the easiest killer to out, but these survivors are somehow finding a way to give him pressure. And he's now undetectable, so these survivors, with the awareness that they have, I wouldn't be surprised if they just run into him around a corner again.
Yeah, they at least know how to hit some. They've done the tutorial because they've hit a couple of skill checks without missing, which is a miracle for their standards, from what we can tell. Man, we're just wow, such skillful gameplay. Let's just stand next to the hook. Wow, competitive Dead by Daylight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just stand still and do nothing.
Yeah, bro, I mean, Yaya gave them the freest unhook possible by going to the complete other side of the map, and they just decide to leave their player on hook, and Yaya can just come back and can't because he's insecure with his abilities to get it down, so he needs to force that second stage if he wants to get anything going for himself.
Side note, while Yaya was still downstairs, I don't know who's IGLing, but yeah, genius idea. With a killer that can injure you through a floor, let's do the gen right next to where he's camping. Yeah, let's just get a free infect onto Trix here, and then, yeah, now they have no way of getting rid of it until they're chased and committed.
I mean, yeah, now they have no way of saving the survivor. If Yaya manages to have any semblance of game sense, he knows that they have an infected survivor and two injured survivors, so this save should be theoretically impossible, and it looks like Yaya might have actually figured that out, or not. The question is, what is he going to do here? He might just camp, because he does need this death. No. He just leaves and gives them the freest pull in the entire world.
I think a gerbil could roll its mitts on a controller and secure a death better than Yaya just did, but maybe he can recover from it. We'll see. They got an FTP off because, again, Yaya leaves after already putting some pressure on. And, yeah. That's okay. Thanks for the PR.
So
our teammate had distance, but yeah, let's just give him PR.
Once again, we take another terrible hit tank, and
oh my god.
You know, I can't even comment on one terrible play without another one happening. Gray is trying to get rid of the TP that is currently up next to the gen you just finished. I mean, Yaya has terrible game sense, but I mean, I think anyone, even a pub player with 10 hours, would know to TP to that location.
And we find our Deathclick survivor already. Now we're just getting information at this point. It doesn't really matter what he wants to do. He can do whatever he wants. I mean, he could be a 3v1 by now, I'm just saying, but, you know.
I mean,
we're not in a 3v1, but
Yaya has had the ability to go after his tunnel out twice now, and he's completely ignored him because, no, he doesn't want to make it a 3v1. He wants to make it insanely harder on himself because we know he can't get the downs, so like, I don't know why he's just not tunneling this survivor out. this is what we were talking about his game sense being absolutely terrible, and just going after Trix to get another Deathhook survivor. I mean, Yaya can't get downs, but Trix can't loop, so it's like unstoppable force meets a movable object or something like that.
Sisyphus meets unknown incarnate, ladies and gentlemen. We still have one injured, being Numb as our last fresh hook. I don't know why our last fresh hook is still healthy if everything resets. And we find scratch marks immediately, probably going to one of the last gens we need to work. Are they going to actually make distance or just hide in a room that you can die to power against? Mix of both! We find that's the trail of two survivors if no one caught that. One is in the room, and he just walked past, and one was just doing this gen in here and took the window to flee. Are they going to make mass distance? Oh my gosh, they have more than 2 brain cells. I'm amazed.
Yeah.
They escaped the lab as rats. I'm impressed.
But this is the injured fresh hook survivor with one of the last PRs. I mean, congrats for your teammate running straight to the gen that you're working. Apparently there's no comms going on in Seraphim's VC right now. They might as well be in different VCs.
If you lose at this pallet to M1, oh my gosh. Yeah, why? This gameplay makes me think that Yaya pours the milk before the cereal. I'm just saying, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, now we have Numb in this room that is pretty much unwinnable for the survivor, but if any killer would lose this room, it would be Yaya. But it looks
I think the apostles were more respectful than Yaya is with this pallet. It's incredible. Like, and not by much. Yaya just wants to worship this pallet. No confidence, no respect, just going around. This is basically a pub game. We have 4. How do we have 4 fresh? Getting the 4th now, but we have 2 Deathhook. Like,
I think Yaya woke up smelling the flowers today. I think he chose to be the most respectful, nice guy that DBD Comp has ever seen. And, I mean, it is just going to show that he is not going to be able to get a 4K off this. I mean,
we're chasing a butterfly with our indecisiveness. We just happened to drop face first onto a Deathhook survivor. Let's see if we're going to make the most of it. Somehow get bailed by a bad shot for poor game design for a free infect. Are we going to do anything with it? Somehow we are.
I mean, he gets absolutely bailed by the game giving him that free hit because he completely missed that. And then TP to the wrong team. Oh my god. Yaya is finding every way to fumble this, and he's ignoring the Deathhook survivor. That's your tunnel out right there, Yaya. Commit him for once. That's 3 times now. He has completely left Slaughter, who has been Deathhook since 4 gens left. Oh my god.
We're chasing a butterfly. We're panicking. We're indecisive.
I mean,
I think they're going to be on this gen finally. Maybe I can get it down and get some pressure going in this game. With instead of committing to my, injured Deathhook, who I didn't have to TP to at all. But, now we're across the map and now we're just here.
Yeah, Yaya has left too many injured people, too many Deathhook people. I genuinely think he might be thinking he loses the game if he doesn't get 8 stages before killing someone.
We see scratch marks, but no, that's just a suggestion, ladies and gentlemen. You can just patrol the map. We're in theater mode at this point.
Yes, because they'll definitely be in that locker there. I get Seraphim, their game sense is definitely not it, but let me just sit in the locker next to the gen that is the highest progress in the game. Meanwhile, he sees the resets happening across the map, so why would anyone be close to the gen when the survivors are resetting? I mean, Yaya's game sense is just not it today. He is just so off the mark on everything he does, leaving the Deathhook survivors to get away and giving them a full reset while he just sits at a gen and checks the fucking lockers, bro.
Survivors running back into the killer, like we said about that game sense. Should we go for the survivor that actually needs to get hooked? No, let's go for Gray when he takes it away from all the gens.
What is this loud heartbeat that I'm hearing in my ears right now? I wonder what that means.
TPing back just to find the survivor still going back to the gen. We have not seen any of these 2 survivors who are Deathhook since he wrongfully TP'd across the map, for the record. So I think they just made a locker their home, being typical, they're just being Dwights in the corner at this point. We know how to kick a pallet for once. It's incredible. Wow, we can press one of the core buttons for the game.
I'm just going to say, by the way, okay, Numb absolutely zoning themselves, but Yaya doesn't care about that. He has the freest down in the world, and he chooses to leave him. Yaya's playing hit and run, bro. Like, oh my god. He might as well have equipped Sloppy at this point. But as I was gonna say, this was Wingboilers' pick. So they picked Unknown, and they are putting up this absolutely terrible performance on the killer.
This isn't Unknown as a pick. This is just found. This is discovered. This is just not what you ever want to see in this killer ever.
Yes, the Survivor is going to run back in. Who would have saw that coming? It's almost like that's every Survivor's counterplay into Unknown. And apparently Yaya's never seen it. I wonder if Wingboilers just spun a wheel with all the killers' names on it and somehow landed on Unknown, even though they've never played the killer before.
Ladies and gentlemen, leaving the Death of Survivor once again, missing the shot on the other infected Survivor right in front of us. Gonna chase him into this room.
I mean,
okay, we backed ourselves into an alleyway. If we miss this, oh my gosh.
I mean, I think Yaya's reaction time must be upwards of the 4-digit MS because, holy, he is reacting so late to these shots. But it looks like Trix is just going to give him a free down, giving him another stage. But I mean, with how these Survivors played running into the killer, the fact that Yaya is only getting, what is it, I believe that is going to be 7 stages. That is unbelievable. You have a death look at 4 gens.
Brother, change your name. Yaya, how about, oh no, you have nothing to be cheering about with this result, brother. That's just foul.
I mean, bro.
You could have had a 3v1 so much earlier, and then kill so much earlier in Courtyard, but we want to go chase butterflies across the map. Yeah, pass.
I think if I was the Survivors at Wingboilers, I would be yelling at my killer right now for making us pick this set, because obviously Yaya did not even have enough pub experience to get a crazy result for his team. But I mean, we will see what the Survivors of Wingboilers can do. And I mean, you know, Seraphim, their killer play has been pretty terrible all tournament. But I think with a result that bad, I think a 10-hour pub player could get a better result. But we will see what they will do with that result coming up pretty soon. See you guys then. Hello everybody, we are back after a huge delay. We had some lobby issues because Behavior Interactive is a company, but we also had Seraphim being a little bit stupid. Apparently, along with having bad game sense, they don't know how to read because they chose to ignore some of the banned perks and tried to run 2 banned perks actually. But we are back, and we do need to see Seraphim getting an 8-stage result to take this game, which I don't know if Gray can manage that. Do you, Citro?
I mean, we'll see. If what I had to watch last game was any indication for how this is going to go this game on his killer performance, I'm not looking forward to it. Hell, I might even just go get some homework done for my school. But we actually find a Survivor pretty early. Let's see if we're actually going to get value out of the Eerie Auto that we kind of need to make the most of. Nope, already missing. What a wonderful start. Yeah, you're really making your team proud over here.
Yeah, but we do have Benji taking a stagger off of the staircase. Just run straight down it, Benji. You don't have to take a stagger. You would have made that pallet. We see Benji just running straight and taking an infection. Benji is back at it again with the trolling for his team. We saw him last time absolutely throwing the ghoul set, getting power vaulted on in the game last weekend. And now Benji is just taking tags for free as we do leave him, though, for some reason after getting that infect.
Yeah, we find Dookie here already infected thanks to game cartridge. Are we going to make the most of it? Nope, because we don't know how to aim a shot to make sure it doesn't bounce off the ground. We're going to place a teleport way too far away from where the pallet is. Make sure it just gets broken. Are we going to do anything with our power? Nope, once again proving why we have cartridge, because we're incompetent and can't get the infects in the first place. And once again leaving, because we're going back to the gen that we just didn't kick in the first place. Oh, nope, we're indecisive and chasing butterflies. So, okay, we find scratch marks. What are we going to do with this? Let's find out.
What I'm seeing is Gray decided to run the Eerie offering, but then he wants to go chase after all the Survivors and then not get any value off of his add-on. But Yaya running into the UVX, so we know Gray can't aim it right. So seeing Yaya take that is a bit trolling for his team. Question is he going to hit again? No. I mean, it's Gray on the unknown, so I don't think we're going to see very many shots resulting in injuries.
Well, from what I'm witnessing from that interaction, 2 negatives make a positive. You know, Gray can't shoot, but Yaya can't dodge, so it's just he's still going to make a positive result. He's still going to get the infect, apparently.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's see what he does with this hooks. We have what is Alien Instinct as far as I know? I don't use these perks. I just use Agitation. I don't care to use anything else. We still have 2 people to find that are infected. We have Benji and an ace with a name that I'm not going to pronounce. All I know is reading that just gives me cardiac arrest. We do find one of them. We find 2 people, actually. We infect one of them because we missed the guy that's already infected, going back to the original statement that this guy can't aim. I think Huntress could lob this with her toenail and have better hits.
Somehow Gray almost missed 2 people in a narrow hallway, but Yaya wants to take the UVX for some reason and just not dodge. He thought he was safe because of the endurance. Yaya, it infects you and then injures you, brother. But we are seeing a second down onto Yaya. I think we found the weak link for Team Wingboilers.
Yeah, I'm not saying yeah for the rest of this match. That's oh no for the rest of the set. I don't care. Oh no, the Renato. Placing a TP, waiting 5.5 hours. Gonna TP just to hope we find something on this map that isn't a fly in the corner. Like oh no was so good at finding previous game. Let's check a locker for alien sync values. Anyone nearby us? Nope. Great value. We get an unhook with TPs down because yeah, that was smart. FTP. Yeah. Because see, if we had a TP right now, that'd be wonderful. But yeah. We're a survivor player, clearly. We're, like I said, we're top ranked in step stool because we don't know what ladder is. So we don't have game sense. We only know how to have chase and apparently miss shots. Now we have undetectable. Will he do anything with it on an indoor map? The one thing that even a toddler can roll its foot around on an analog stick and get value out of. So let's see if Gray can meet that same capacity.
I don't know if Gray's going to be able to know how to get value or the survivors are just going to not know how to play around it and just run into him as Dookie does take a free shot. And now he's on to Benji, who is another weak link from Wingboilers. You know, I keep saying weak link, but I think the whole team is just one giant weak link. As we do see Benji taking the down on the pallet. If I was Gray, I would just pick up because I would not trust anyone on this team to hit a pallet save. And yeah, they're not even in the area because they know for sure they're not going to be able to get that pallet save.
You assume they're a link in the first place. I'm looking at this and they're as far away as Wreckage Yards is from Rotten Fields. Like, what am I witnessing here? There's zero coordination. You die on pallet just to have a complete hoax. We also just could have had a 3v1 pretty close by now. But no, let's TP after putting someone on second stage and just get a free pull and free reset.
What?
We hear the sounds of, oh no, our tunnel out. Will we do anything with that information? Probably not. We couldn't chase a mosquito in our face.
What is with these killers today and not tunneling? I mean, like, I guess they made a pact to not tunnel someone out. They wanted to play Mr. Nice Guy in this tournament. But, like, you're not going to get a winning result if you don't get a tunnel out, man.
Is there anyone? We see one infected person on this gen. Are we going to do anything with it? We hit cardiac arrest. Wow, that would have put me in cardiac arrest if you somehow missed an area that you quite literally is harder to miss in. Are you going to give him the window for free? I mean, if, you know, running in a straight line must be very challenging for this ace player. I think he just needs to fit. He needs to go do some ones and step stool. I don't think he's quite ready for ladder yet, but, I mean, running in a straight line is a little bit of a challenge from him for what we can see from that medium vault.
Bro, I just love it when I'm playing unknown and the survivors just run straight and don't dodge my UVX at all. I mean, man, Gray couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and yet he is downing these survivors with UVX because they have no idea how to dodge. Benji just running back into the UVX that he already dodged. I don't know what's going through these survivors' brains, but it certainly isn't good. And Gray getting the luckiest bounce of a UVX I've ever seen in my entire life.
Once again, 2 negatives make a positive. He can't aim, they can't dodge, so he's happening to still get hits. It's a miracle. I mean, I've seen Stevie Wonder have better aim with anything in his hand than this dude is with his UVX. It's incredible. But let's see if we actually get some value. Once again, we're gonna hook someone on second stage and instantly leave with our TPs across the map so we cannot tunnel. Wonderful.
So I want to take a second to talk about Team Wingboilers Gen Prog. I think if Gray defended at least a single generator once in this entire game, I think it would be a different story. Their gen progress looks crazy, but it just comes from the fact that Gray is completely ignoring the red auras on his screen, giving them so much free time to work on generators while he is just TPing across the map to find absolutely no one.
Well, we know that he's made it out of kindergarten because he knows how to count on the left side of the screen to see that this is a fresh hook. Unfortunately, we don't have enough brains to realize, hey, this guy just got a free reset and can probably just walk out in a straight line to the other gate that's being worked. We'll see if anything comes from this. If Dookie's competent enough to get on the gate. The answer to that is no, because the gate still has actually zero progress. There we go. We're learning how to miss in order to make it hit because we just can't aim otherwise.
Also,
We have to do a little break dance. We don't know what we're doing. We just let the survivor leave the one area that we have a guaranteed hit in.
even
And we're going to miss in the open, aren't we?
also Citra, even
Oh.
if he does manage to down this fresh hook survivor, I still believe that is a loss for Gray.
Oh, it's absolutely a loss. Unless these survivors just don't understand how to unhook. Oh, no, it actually doesn't even matter because it would just be 7 stages anyway. They could just leave. Or they could just get all of their stages out. Yeah, okay.
So I think Gray needs to take a trip to M1 mechanic school because I don't know how much ping he has to believe that that hit would even be close to hitting the survivor, swinging from absolutely 10 feet away trying to hit that shot. He is just trying to body block Benji here, but I guess Benji's teammate doesn't realize that he has to block the killer, but Benji just manages to get the movement on the killer, and Gray getting 4 staged. I mean, yeah, like that was probably one of the worst unknown performances I've ever seen.
I mean, thank God that Benji at least had Oh No to help him get up the gate there, because dropping your flashlight doesn't make you lose weight because of the fact you just got off of my 600-pound life in game, so... Yeah, thank goodness at least Oh No has enough brain cells to go stand still in the right spot by coincidence so that he can walk out, but... I'm hoping we see a little bit of improvement. Maybe that was just a warm-up. I doubt it. These players still need to go earn their blood points from the tutorial, but we'll see what happens in the next set.
I mean, yeah, this gameplay is gotta be definitely indicative of the tournament title, worst of the worst. And yeah, we will see coming up in the next set, which will be Seraphim's pick. So we'll see that coming up soon. See you guys then. Hello, everyone. We are back with worst of the worst. We have Seraphim back on the killer, and yeah, thank God they swapped Gray out for this new player Trance, because I mean, after the performance Gray had on Unknown, I think we need to see a new killer player from Seraphim. But we do see still the same perk choice, ultimate weapon. I mean, just say you have no game sense, you need a perk to help you out. Am I right, Citro?
Yeah, let's have a perk show us where everyone is, and it changes nothing because they're on the second floor and across the map anyway. Yeah, let's just vault a window instead of actually getting a tag with our power. That's very useful.
Let's just leave Chase trying to defend the corrupt generator. I mean, man, this start is something. I don't know what Trance is thinking. I guess Trance was probably taught the game by Gray, and we saw how Gray played last game.
Yeah, no kidding. We see Dookie just uncrouching to allow themselves to get hit, no problem. They're gonna go and just we're gonna go in the blue room here, room that you can supposed to survive in. We're just gonna go faceplant into a wall because we have no idea how to use this power. Just gonna also allow us to get a stun that unzones themselves and gives us multiple god pallets in main. We're also gonna kick a pallet that takes away a token so we can't dash with somebody. And now we're finally getting that tag on Ace that we should have gotten about 25 seconds ago, just to leave again.
So I'm beginning to think that these teams have misunderstood how pick and bans work. I think they probably banned the killers they want to play and picked the killers they wanted to ban, because we have seen both teams killer pick, and I don't think either team has ever played the killer before, because it looks like Trance has never touched Ghoul in his life.
Oh, it looks like they never touched Dead by Daylight. Go back to Flee the Facility on Roblox, boys. I don't think you're ready yet. You guys still have a tutorial you can get blood points for doing if you didn't know that. Just gonna let them get this vault for free. Again, could have had a tag by now, getting in another 15 seconds later, give or take. I'm probably just gonna leave immediately again to go defend gens that these survivors, for all we know, probably haven't touched very long. But again, we know so far that Seraphim is a team that does not like defending gens in the slightest.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trent saw the error of Gray's ways and just decided to play exactly the opposite from Gray, committing 0 chases and just only defending the generators. So we do see Ace giving the Kaneki a free power vault, and Trent just doesn't want to swing for that. He definitely would have hit that. Definitely scared of Ace making that vault, but does get the down anyway. I mean, if Ace is just going to take that stagger and give him a free down, I guess he'll take it.
Yeah, let's just make sure we vault something that staggers us and gives us a down closer in the map towards our gens, rather than try to play a 50 that's already on the second floor and away from PR most likely, or just away from the gens. No, let's just die closer to the gens. Here we go, no game sense, ladies and gentlemen. Have a scream. Let's see, are we going to do anything about it? For once! Oh, I speak too soon. I speak too soon.
So,
Yeah.
Sidro, I don't know if you knew this or not, but Aim Labs is a free program that you can download on Steam. So I don't think Trance has ever heard of it. So just letting you know, Trance, Aim Labs on Steam would definitely help you out there in getting that power tag on Yaya. But Benji just decided to go for a trade, and Trance is going to slug and go for Ace. I mean, yeah, after Ace's last chase, I would probably commit him for a tunnel out as well.
Yeah. Oh no!
So
You just what? Just wait 3 seconds. He doesn't make a pallet for 7 seconds. Just wait for 3. Oh, this gameplay is gonna put me in cardiac arrest. Oh my gosh.
From
The
what
other thing, by the way, in regards to this killer's aim, this is a killer with auto aim on his power, and he's still missing. And it's DS getting teabagged. I mean, honestly, it's deserved. Just go back to pubs, go back to Minecraft, go focus on hunting zombies, something, brother. Stay in your lane. This game isn't for you. P100 was not a good investment.
There's a few things I want to talk about in this segment of that chase. First of all, Trance reacted to Ace deadharding and hit it. It looked almost intentionally. Then Ace hits him with a DS, so therefore wasting his dead hard before he DS when he could have bought more time. And then Ace gives Trance a free kidnap tech, which the original kidnap tap does not exist in the game anymore. But if he just hugged the pallet, he would have been bitten and gotten more distance. I don't know where this Ace learned DBD from, but it might have been from the back of a cereal box.
Well, that's including that these survivors know how to even read, and based on what we've seen from setting up matches, that no one's quite competent in making it out of elementary school. Also, we have a survivor with balanced landing, thinking they have life for some reason, just vaulting a window, praying the survivor's just gonna go touch himself in the corner while he does that, but whatever. Alien Instinct, Lack of Game Sense, Part 3! We get value, what are we gonna do with it? Absolutely nothing!
So,
wow, what riveting gameplay.
We see where both other survivors are that are up, and decide to ignore that fact and just sit here and camp. Brother, you can go pressure them for free. You don't need to just camp. And then Benji just delis right in front of his face. Oh my god. If this gives a free pull on mid, oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Let's be afraid of the survivor with endurance, which is immediately lost after even beginning the animation of unhooking. And let's also go get a tag in our power. Let's get body blocked. Oh my god! Just stand and pallet! He used his power! You have the whole map to your disposal if you just aren't an idiot!
Not only did Ace have the worst position in the pallet, but he has the worst reaction time ever as to not throw the pallet when the ghoul is launching himself at him. Anyone can react to that. My grandma could react to that, and she's 6 feet under, bro.
Oh my gosh. This is painful to witness. This is painful to witness. I need to go watch some SpongeBob after to make me smile, because this is just not making it happen for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to need some consoling after this game, because seeing these players play makes me concerned for the future of Dead by Daylight comp.
Dead by Daylight comp? How about society as a whole? These are real human beings, mind you, as far as I'm aware. And I'd love to believe that that's wrong. But oh, we'll see what happens. Yes, let's use our palette. Power. I can't even English. This gameplay is rotting my brain so bad. Let's use our power instead of just like making sure we zone them above us at a relatively unsafe palette once it's played right.
So we were talking about aim labs. I think Dookie needs to get on the aim lab train as well, because that flashlight blind took way longer than it should have been. And if Trance gets stunned on this pallet, I think that might be okay. I mean, Dookie has the patience of a goldfish. I mean, dropping that so quickly. Personally, I would just never drop that, but we see both gens pop. Oh,
brother, I think his pet goldfish is the one playing for him today.
Somehow, Trance has had a quick tunnel out and gone on a chase that lasted for 2 generators to pop, therefore giving the survivors out when Trance was in such a good position to 4K. But this guy says, no, I don't want a 4K. I just want to down Dookie, because this is the only survivor that I can find at the moment.
Yes, let's make sure that we go for the survivor who is farthest in the map away from someone who could be rotating for a save. Let's focus on one more fresh hook instead of making sure that we catch off the healthy player and then slug for a 4K. I agree with this wholeheartedly.
I don't think Trance has ever seen a 4K result in his life. I mean, bro is just happy to take as many stages as possible because these are about all he's gonna get.
I don't think he can count to 4 from this gameplay. It's horrifying to witness.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what Trance is thinking about, and I'm assuming he's probably just going to leave this to go try and find another survivor, because why would we camp the fresh hook to guarantee more stages? I mean, he's going to go and chase the healthy survivor, which could juice him up, give a pull for free, and let everyone get out.
Can we just point out, by the way, that that gate had progress before that unhook, as far as I can tell? I don't think they would have had time to get that first light and then leave. I think they touched it for a moment, and then because they don't know how to think and had to go for their oh so wise IGL, were then corrected to go and get the unhook.
Oh.
Let's see, the balanced landing player thinking they have life.
So
Genius!
Benji probably could have made the window vault, but he decided to stand still after the vault, and both injured survivors
We find everyone.
So instead of spreading out and putting one
person... Canada!
Yeah, it's just...
home and native land. I'm sorry, this gameplay has me just losing my mind. I'm just not here anymore. This is...
I mean...
I don't know what to think anymore.
I don't even know what I'm watching. So both injured survivors get on the same gate instead of spreading out on the... Probably the most consistently... Like, RPD gates are static. These are the best gates for survivors, and yet they both injured survivors run to the same gate. And then Trance just decides to let them pick up both survivors that were slugged on the ground, and they might get out the front gate as well. So it's gone from looking like what should have been a 4K0 to being an 8-stage game. I don't know how Trance could possibly throw this.
Oh, I don't want to be here anymore. This hurts. Yes. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Aim Labs is free if he needs to aim better just to start the Mori animation.
Brother does not see the prompt in the bottom of the screen and still decides to swing. But
exactly, like I said, these players don't know how to read. They see a little flicker on their screen and go, oh, it must have been the wind.
I mean, hey, Trance getting a better result than his teammate Gray. But I mean, at what cost? That had to be some of the most embarrassing gameplay I've ever seen. And if I was from Team Seraphim, after seeing that performance, I would have the worst mental going into our serve side, trying to have to beat that result.
Let's hope we see something that doesn't make me lose as much brain power.
Let's be honest, it's worst of the worst. It's going to make you tweak even more, Citro. But
oh boy,
we will be back with that to see if Wingboilers can take the win. I'm not so sure, because from what we've seen from their killer side, it might be rough and they might still lose, but we'll see coming up pretty soon. See you guys then. Hello everyone, we are back. Worst of the worst with what could be the final round, but if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, it looks like we've got Benji on the killer. And if this guy's killer is any similar to his skill on serve, we are going to be in for one of the worst performances ever. I'm still here with Citro. Citro, Benji on the ghoul.
Well, it seems he at least understands how to use a system that aims for him a little bit better than our previous killer. But do we have enough brains to actually cut off a survivor? No, we're just going to give them balance. Is this a different survivor? We have found a completely different survivor, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that's a great way to tag a survivor, when they're crouching and in the wall, when you can't hit them. I agree entirely. Yep, let's just keep... Yep, we are aware of our limits. We do not know how to play this game. We're just going to leave to go to main and hope we find something. And, yep, we don't know how to get past a single bench, so we're just going to forfeit our power here. Oh, man. Again, it just goes back to... I swear an Atari controller that was used to play Pong in the first generation of video games could get tags better than this guy with an industrial mouse and keyboard.
So not only does Benji mess up that pallet, he could just grapple the wall and easily be on the survivor's back. But Gray just runs through the pallet instead of dropping it, giving up a free tag. But then Benji is just gonna leave his injured survivor and try and find someone who's not there. Bro's looking for his demons. There is no one around here, Benji.
Bro's looking for his leftovers in the fridge practically over here. He has a little rumble. He's a little hungry.
He does manage to find Gray again. Somehow Gray has lucky break and still can't escape the killer as we find the whole team here on the main gen. Benji just taking another tag as we have seen from Seraphim. Just give up free tags to the killer. They did it in the unknown set and they're doing it in the ghoul set as well.
Let's see if we're going to actually make any use of the good pallet here at Blue Room. I don't think any pallet is going to save these survivors. Once again, let's just not hit the survivor with auto aim on our power and instead hit them when they're already past the wall, which will never injure them. And let's again drop. Ladies and gentlemen, he's playing for a 4K. Nancy! It was a life play, I see that, but if we can't run into a straight line, Nancy, what's the point of getting value out of it? What are we doing here?
I don't know what I'm watching, and they're going for the most obvious pallet save in the world. Trans, he already saw you there. I get Benji's stupid, but he might not be that stupid. He has eyes, brother.
He has eyes, he just doesn't know how to use them for anything useful, apparently. Doesn't know how to judge what an auto-aiming system will actually just defy the laws of physics or not to still grant him a hit. We're gonna go back to main gen here again, probably. And what do we find? A whole lot of nothing, because they know that you've pitched a tent here. You've set up shots, you've got a campfire and s'mores.
That first chase was extremely slow. Like, that came in so late. But the gen pressure from Team Seraphim is somehow so bad that they can't even pop one gen for that long-ass first chase. And Benji is going to use his info perk to find out where the survivor is, the injured one, and just decides to not commit it and pray that he finds another survivor. He does get lucky in finding Trance here, but like, now Ace can just pull for free.
Let's see if we can actually do anything against the survivor at a pallet that isn't really that safe if done right. These survivors have made it clear that they really don't know enough what they're doing to check spot anything, even Shack pallet if I had to guess. We're actually going to get a stun because we're a little bit too ambitious. Goes back to Benji not knowing what we're doing. We're running into a hook! Ladies and gentlemen, we still cannot run in straight lines. This could be the final round, and this is where it's going.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
That doorway doesn't move, Citro. That doorway has been there ever since this map came out, and somehow Trance still doesn't know that there's a wall there. Oh, look where you're going, Trance. But we get another hook, and are we going to see another situation of the killer playing Mr. Nice Guy Killer? And we have an injured survivor on this gen. Please tell me this isn't Slaughter.
I don't know how to tell from spec, to be honest, because those screams sound like they're coming from everywhere. If this is Slaughter, let's miss the staircase, ladies and gentlemen. My baby cousin was born after this map has come out, and yet we still don't know where doors are.
Oh my. Start singing the Canadian national anthem against Citro, because what am I watching?
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
So we have balanced landing. Good job. Why are we waiting until the killer is in our ass to use it? Gray, I don't know if he knows how that perk works. It takes a little bit to activate, brother.
Oh my god. I'm losing words of what to say. These people are astonishing me with how it continues to quite literally get worse during what is the worst set I have ever witnessed.
Okay.
These are the people that give competitive a bad name. These are the people that make people question why comp is even existing in a game like this. Yet here we are.
I haven't been fully paying attention, Citro. But if we direct our attention to the bottom left corner of the screen... Oh my god.
We are still on 5 gens. 4!
4!
We passed the curse!
It only took 4 downs to pop. Oh my god. And we have Slaughter right here. And just gifting Benji a power vault as we have 2 slug.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Benji on the killer is something special.
I know we talked about how slow the first down is, but I think Soda's reaction time is somehow slower than a several minute-long first down. But that might just be me.
So we see Jake run in to get the pickup, and now we get full Thana value. I mean, bro, these survivors, I think they need a manual on how to play this game. We see another gen pop, but it doesn't matter because we see 2 injured survivors here, and we only need 9 stages if you're Benji to win. And we're getting another down. Oh my god.
We're just sitting a vault, and we know that Ace is balanced landing. Trance. Oh my gosh. Back to this Jake's pathing, by the way. Brother, change the name. It's not we. It's won't. Because you won't make shit with pathing like that versus Killer. And you're just giving him the last fresh up. I swear to God.
Oh, I mean, I genuinely thought the survivors, like these survivors, they showed just how bad they play in the unknown set. But I thought maybe if their killer put up a result, they were gifted 8 stages by Wingboilers. But it looks like they have no idea how to play for WinCon because they are giving away free downs like it's candy on Halloween.
I think these people need to go back to the little electronic device that teaches the alphabet and what noises animals make. I don't think they're fit yet to use commercial grade electronics.
Oh my god. So, instead of we body blocking the killer, we decide to body block our teammate, making it that much harder for them to get out of the basement. And then we take a tag, but our teammate doesn't make enough distance for that to even matter. Unless Benji uses his power like that. And we give a free... Oh my god.
Let's just give our last fresh look when we already don't have any gen pressure after enough time has passed for those 2 survivors being slaughtered and grind the other side of the map to do anything. Here just comes a pain rush to undo all of it. Again, because we won't be helping our team in any way, shape, or form.
Seraphim.
So let's just now go and find our deathhook teammate, who probably is just touching themselves in a corner next to the worst filler in the map, or just in our facing God Palette, and Benji doesn't see them! They're in the God Palette upstairs! Kill them! Oh, Nathan.
Cody, I am speechless right now. I am at a complete loss for words at what I am watching right now. Seraphim, your killer did not 4K. There is a stage requirement to your game. You can't be giving away downs like this. And we're seeing the death look down onto Trance as he was chilling in the room with no exit. Can we just have a moment in silence for DBD Comp if this is the people that are representing us right now on this stage?
I need a refund for my time investing casting this team. I have homework I could be doing. I could be gambling away my life savings, losing it all, and I would still feel like I put a better use to my time than this. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, let's check the corners, bro. You just know he's in here. He feels in his nuggets.
I mean, yeah.
You see them drop! They dropped in your face! Why are we checking locker? Oh. I can't, bro! I can't anymore! What am I watching?
So guys, I am now casting alone as Citro has passed away due to a heart attack from the amount of bullshit we are seeing this game.
Oh,
and apparently Won't over here really thought that the killer would swing through on that pallet on the first try. They pop another gen, but it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, one more stage is and that's GG, correct?
This is I believe, the Tycon right now, so yes, one more stage. And I mean, you know, maybe they could make it happen if it wasn't Seraphim on the Survivor. Let's be real.
Let's just let it also be known, this is RPD, infamous for being such a serve-sided map. Yet here we are, pretty much in the brink of a 4K1.
And the balancing, our killer only has PR for gen regression, right? The survivors have MFT, they have Deli, they have Plot Twist, they have Decisive, they have Dead Hard. And it's looking like we're still gonna see a 4K1 coming through from Benji of all killers. You can't write this. You can't write this.
Gray.
So,
brother, I think Gray is the spectrum he might be on with his thought process. If this is where we're going. All right, let's just go kill our injured teammate over on the main gen over here.
So Slaughter decided to sit in the open. That fog file's not gonna do anything for you, Slaughter. Forcing locker like it's gonna do anything. That generator's on 40%. We're gonna see a 4K1 from Benji and Wingboilers just taking the win. Oh my goodness.
I will say, in retrospect to Gray's pathing there, it's not really his fault. It's just it is what it is. Because by that point, the hole was already dug by their teammates from dying sooner in the trial. And it also goes back to Gray and Slaughter not getting enough gen pressure while those two were being focused. Let it be known, by the way, Won't the Jake was the last fresh hook, and yet still died second in this trial, if I'm not mistaken. So that was a lot of time that he was just inserting himself in the latter half of the game, and yet still almost no gen prog was being made to compensate for it because of such a slow start.
I think the survivors might have had trouble finding the generators, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, they're allowed all these good perks, but I think they need to put Visionary on the build because they couldn't find gens to save their life, and I think that's why they wasted so much time without getting the gens popped.
Gens, I think they were just looking for Instagram reels to doom scroll because they were that bored apparently to try to put any effort into this game. Competitive tournament match, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. There is a prize pool for these games, but you know, I guess that's just a suggestion when you can go doom scroll for free, and that's all they need.
There is a reason we handpicked these teams. We looked at the people that signed up, and we decided to pick the worst of the worst teams we could find, and Seraphim and Wingboilers just proving just how bad they are and why they signed up for this tournament. I mean, I would be absolutely tweaking on the casting, even if it wasn't a shit talk tournament, as these teams and how they've been playing. Absolute unbelievable gameplay. I mean, like, how do we have a killer like Benji getting a 4K? What are you doing, Seraphim? What are you doing? But that will be it for the games today. We do have more games tomorrow. Citro, do you have any final words to say on this game that you just witnessed today?
Yeah. I'm lost, brother. I don't know what I've witnessed. I've seen pub players with 10 hours in the Dead by Daylight Discord server have more beneficial pathing in decision making than these quote unquote comp players. But hey, I'm just kind of here for the ride. Hey, I'm glad it's over. I'm finally free. I can go about the rest of my day and do anything else than that would be productive. I could go count the dirt in my front lawn, and that would be more that would contribute more than sitting here and watching a tiebreaker if we came to it. I'm thankful it's over. I'm thankful I got the cast. Not so thankful that was what I had to witness, but if anything, I took the hit for other people out there. You are welcome. I had to be the one sitting here with Nathan here, who was a wonderful partner to cast with. I love this good buddy of mine. Can't say I have the same amount of respect in the slightest for these teams, but let's just hope that players for future matches maybe look back on this and see the infinite list of don'ts, so that we actually have a remotely competent competitive match the next time we're here, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can hope.
But yeah, we will see Wingboilers making it through to the finals. Tomorrow we do have a match against, it's going to be Dream Chasers versus God Hand. So the winner of that will go against Wingboilers in the finals just to see who exactly is the worst of the worst. But that'll be me and Citro signing out today. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.